Good morning students. In this video session I am going to explain about one of the important program present in the second unit. Okay, so C program to calculate the mean and mode. Okay, so it is one of the illustrative example given in your syllabus. You have to write the program to find the mean and mode using C program. So before writing the program, you have to know what is mean and what is mode. What is mean? Mean is nothing but if you are having a group of numbers. For example, if you are having 5 numbers means, see here, if you are having 5 numbers means mean is nothing but just find the total of 5 numbers and divided with the number of elements. Okay, that is number of numbers present here. Mean is, in symbol we can say mean is nothing but average. How you find the average of your marks? If you have 5 subject mark means you will take the 5 subject mark and find the total, then divided by number of subjects. The same thing, you are finding the total sum by number of elements. So 3, 6, 15, right? 15 by 5, you will get the answer 3. This is the mean. Then what is mode? Mode is nothing but it's a element which occurs repeatedly. That is the element which occurs repeatedly for more time in your array. All of you know about array, right? What is array? Array is a collection of similar data types elements. So in the collection, which element is occur many times, most time which element is occur, that is mode. Mode is nothing but the element which occurs most time in the array. Okay, so I am going to write the program for this mean and mode. So before going that, I will explain the logic of mode. All of you know about the mean, right? See here, this is the array I am going to use. 2, 4, 5, 2, 6. Here 2 is alone 2 times present. So your mode is 2. Is it correct? The element which occurs most. So here 4, 5, 6 occurs only once. See here the 2 is occurs twice. So what's the mode of this array? The mode of this array is 2. The element which occurs many times most. So 2 is occurs 2 times here. So 2 is the mode. How you will identify? You have to compare, take this element as I and you have to compare all this. You have to compare all this. Then like that you have to do. You have to compare the first element with all the element. Then second element with all the element, third element with all the element, fourth element with all the element. So that only you can able to find out how many times the same element was occurs. See here, for this thing, I want to compare two things, right? So for the first element I am taking I. Okay, so now this is I and this is also J also. I equal to 0, I less than 5. Why I took its 5? Why I taken here 5? How many elements there? 5 elements. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the index. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements. That's what? Less than 5. 0 to 4. Then I am taking one counter. C is a counter. Initially the counter is 0. Then for J equal to 0. J less than, sorry, this is J. J less than 5. Again condition is true. Condition is true. So see here, if this condition is true means I am writing, this is the condition for mode. I want to compare each and every element. What is A of I? What is I value? 0. In the 0th position, which one is there? 2. This is A of I. Okay, this is A of I. And see here, A of, what's the value of J? J is also 0. So this is A of J. If A of I equal to A of J means you have to increment the counter. So initially the counter was 0. Now it is changed as 1. Okay. It's a nested for loop. After completing this thing, again what will happen? After completing this line, again for loop. Now what's the J value? J plus plus. J will be incremented. Now the J value is 1. So you are comparing 2 and 4. This is A of I. A of I is 0 now. This is A of J. What's the J value? J value is 1. So 2 equal to 4, condition false. Then again j plus plus. So now the j value is this index 2. So 2 equal to 5, again false. Again increment j. Now j equal to j is 3, right? So 2 equal to 2. Now the c value is incremented as 2. Okay, what's the next one? 2 is, this is I value, now this is j. So 2 equal to 6, again condition false. Once the inner loop is false, see here, the remaining is here, right? This will be executed. Once it is false, this is also present inside the for loop. So this if condition will be executed. Okay, initially max is also 0. Consider max is also 0. Okay, so c greater than max. What's the c value? 2. Greater than, what's the max value? 0. Condition is true. Then I will store the c value inside the max. Now what is max? Max is nothing but 2. Then mod equal to a of I. What is a of I? At last, what's the I value? 0. What is a of I? 2. Now mod is equal to 2. After completing this, again outer for loop. Now I plus plus. Now I value equal to 1, j value equal to 0. So what's the I value now? 4. What's the j value? 0. 0 means 2. So 4 equal to 0. Condition false. So again j plus plus. Now I equal to 1, j equal to 1. So what will happen? 4 equal to 4. Now what will happen? This condition is true. So c equal to now 1. Again I equal to 1, j equal to 2. So 4 equal to 5. Condition false. Now j value equal to 3. So 4 equal to 2. Condition false. Okay. Again j equal to 4. So what's the I value? I value is 1. So 4 equal to this is 2, right? Okay. 6. Again condition false. All of you understood? So again it will come. Now what is c value? C value is 1. What is max value? 2. So condition false, it won't execute. So again this for loop will come. Now what's the I value? Now the I value is 2, j value is 0. So 5 equal to 2. False. Then what's the next step? J equal to 1. So now 5 equal to 4. Again false. Now j equal to 2. So 5 equal to 5. True. Now c equal to 1. Again j value equal to 3 means 5 equal to 2. False. Then 5 equal to 6. False. Like that it will execute again and again. After that, here again 1 greater than 2. Condition false. This if condition won't execute, again it will go back to the for loop. Now I value equal to 3. So 2 is compared with 2, then 2 is compared with 4, then 2 is compared with 5, then 2 is compared with 6. Again 6 is compared with all the elements. But at last only one times this if statement is executed. Why? Already the max is 2. No other elements reach the counter 2 value, because only one time it was there. Okay, all of you understood the concept of mode. Okay, for this I am going to write the program now. Okay, so first we can see the mean. So first include the header files. What's the need of header files? To add all the predefined functions in your program. Then main of. The default main is int. If you didn't use any void anything, it is int. The default return type of main is int. Okay. If you are putting in means, it means it will return some value. So at the last line of the code, you have to put return one integer value. In default, we put return 0. Okay, we can give any integer value. Just it's a notification given from the program to OS that the program was successfully completed. Okay, so you can give any values, but standard thing is we will give 0. Okay, now main is the starting position of your program. See here in the array, I didn't specify any size here. I am giving empty array. So what's the meaning of that? The meaning of this is, if you didn't give the size, means it will take the size of element present here. So how many elements present here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here in default the size is 5. If I didn't specify the size, means okay, the initialized value will be taken as the size of the array. Okay, here 5 elements are there. So here the size is now 5. All of you got it? So I am initialized another one variable for loop. Okay, here I put as 5, right? For that I am taking size equal to 5. Then counter c equal to 0. Then for taking the maximum, max equal to 0. Then for printing the mode equal to 0. Then I want to find mean also, right? So float mean equal to 0, total equal to 0. Okay, so these are the variables I declared. Okay, these are belongs to integer, these are belongs to floating point. I am telling to the compiler I am going to use these variables. Okay, now I am going to find the mean. Okay, so just give the notification if you want, printf mean. Okay, now for I want to find the total for, what is mean? I want to find the total for all elements. So I want to find the sum of this series. I want to add 5 times. So I am going for the loop. So array starts from 0 index, right? So I equal to 0. Whether you declared I? No. Then you declare here I, then j. Okay, 2 more variables. I equal to 0. I less than size. Why I less than size? Size is 5. 0 to 4. That's what less than size. I plus plus. Then okay, inside the for loop, total equal to total plus a of I, total plus a of I. So initially what is the I value? 0. So what is a of 0? A of 0 is 2. What is total? 0. 0 plus 2. Now what's the total here? 2. After completing this, again for loop. Now I plus plus. What's the I value? 1. Initially now total is, now what's the total? Total is 2. So 2 plus, what is a of 1? 4. What's the answer now? 6. Again for loop. Now I plus plus. So I value is 2. So already 6 is here, right? 6 plus 5. So it is 11. Okay, again next for loop, I will be incremented now 2. So 11 plus 2, it is 13. Total is 13. Again in the next iteration, 13 plus 6. 13 plus 6. Okay, so your total is now 19. What's the total? 19. If I using only one statement inside the for loop, means whether curly brace is required? No need of curly brace. If you are using only one statement, you no need to use the curly brace. Okay. Now outside the for loop, total equal to, sorry, I want to find mean equal to total by size. So semicolon. So it means 19 by 19 by 5. You will get some pointed values, right? Okay. 5 3s are 15. So 5 3s are 15. 3 point some value you will get. Okay. I want to print the mean now. So print of mean equal to, see here, mean is under the floating point variable. So percentage f, as it is floating point, you have to put percentage f comma mean. So now mean is over. Now I want to find the mode. Okay. So printf, I am giving a notification in the output, printf mode. Okay. For finding the mode, what's the logic? You have to write two for loop and one counter is required. So for I equal to 0, I less than size, I plus plus. Inside that C equal to 0, counter. Again nested for loop. For J equal to 0, J less than size, J plus plus. Here only I am going to do the comparison. If A of I equal to A of J. Okay. If this condition is true, means C plus plus. Then this for loop. Then again another if condition. If C greater than max, max equal to C, mode equal to A of I. Okay. Now see the logic. Initially, what's the I value? 0. What's the J value? 0. So what's the array here? 2, 4, 5, 2, 6. So this is now I and this is also J, because the index is 0. So you are comparing 2 equal to 2. Condition 2. So counter is incremented. So counter equal to now 1. Okay. Again, once you completed this, J plus plus will be incremented. Now what's the J value? J value is 1. So now this is J. Now this is J. So 2 equal to 4. Condition false. So again J plus plus. So now J value is 5. Again condition false. Again J plus plus. Now 2 equal to 2. So counter is incremented. Condition true. So counter is now C is 2. Again J plus plus. Now this is J. This is only J. So 2 equal to 6. Condition false. At last, what is C value now? After that, J loop was closed. Once J loop completed, this if condition will be executed. Now, what's the max value? Initially max is 0. So 2 greater than 0. Condition is true. So this 2 value is assigned for this max. So now max is true. Mode is A of I. What is I value till now? Till now I is 0. So now mode is 2. All of you understood? After completing this, we were out of for loop. Now listen carefully. Now I equal to, this is I. Now this is I. Okay. I equal to 1 incremented. Again counter is 0. Again counter is C is 0. J value is 0. So you are comparing 4 equal to 2. False. Again J incremented. 4 equal to 4. Condition true. C is changed as 1. Now what's the counter? Counter is 1. So again 4 is equal to 5. False. 4 is equal to 2. False. 4 is equal to 6. False. Okay. Now see the count. See the C value is 2. Already max is 2. Now C is 1. 1 greater than 2, condition false, so it won't execute. Again it will go to the I value. Now I value is 5. Like that it will compare all the elements with one element. So only 2 is occur 2 times, most frequent here. So your mode is 2. Okay, now I am going to print here, printf mode equal to, so your mode is integer data type, so percentage d comma mode. So how the output will come? First mean equal to, you will get the value 3 point and write 3.5 something. Okay, then mode equal to 2. All of you understood how to find the mean and mode? I hope you understand, students. Thank you.